Unlike people, trail cameras are brutally honest when it comes to capturing unbelievable incidents, from terrifying incidents to unusual encounters. So in this video, we are going to show you unknown species caught on trail cam footage. So sit back, relax, and let's get started. Security cameras are usually used to keep the thieves out of your properties or to keep track of any suspicious activities happening. However, there are times when these security cameras record something so unbelievable that it gets everyone shocked to the core. This camera recorded a strange figure whose body appeared to consist only of 2 legs, a torso, and the head. There were no arms, and the figure was walking down from the slope. Upon some research, we found out that these creatures are called nightwalkers, and recently, their sightings have increased in numbers belonging to the world of myths. These creatures are considered rather harmless, but we never know. With the origin of the video unknown, it is hard to tell where exactly this mysterious creature was filmed. But wherever it was, the people need to be very careful if strange ghosts might be lurking in their area. This video was recorded by a trail camera, which a man set near his house. He also set up a small swing nearby so he could go visit the forest and enjoy some time there. However, he did not know that an uninvited guest usually comes to enjoy it as well. It was when he saw the footage from his trail camera that he learned about the little bear who often came to have some nice moments on the swing. The little bear seems to be struggling a bit when getting up on it, and when he does, he can't sit properly and falls to the ground. Even though the video ended there, our best guess is that the bear must have run away to never come back to the unusual thing in the forest that he saw. Imagine yourself walking by the bridge, and you suddenly notice a huge figure standing on the edge, covered in all white, ready to jump down the bridge into the water. Well, this is exactly what happened to these people who were wandering late at night and suddenly saw a figure nearby. Thinking it might be someone in need of help, they started screaming at the figure and ran towards it to somehow save its life. However, before they could go nearby, the figure had already jumped in the water. But that is the scariest part. The figure, instead of hitting the water, disappeared into the darkness. And no matter how much the man tried to find, there was no one in the river, and no splashing sound was ever heard. The video ended abruptly, but in the last second, we can clearly see the figure only disappearing into the darkness instead of falling down. Let's move from forests to the ocean, which can be quite scary in its own ways. This clip, recorded by a man in 2016, shows a dolphin in the water. After a few seconds pass, the dolphin smashes the fish out of the water straight into the air. And exactly at that moment, an eagle is passing nearby, and it catches the fish in the air. Watching this, the people who have been recording the dolphin for a while seemed impressed by what had just happened. Call it luck maybe, or the unpredictability of nature. This clip just takes you to the world where nature is ready to surprise you at every moment. Before we move on, support us by hitting subscribe and the bell icon to get notified when we post new videos. Now let's get back to our topic. A day out with friends boating on the river can become a nightmare if you encounter something like these people did. At first, they thought it was just a man on the other side of the river who was trying to drink water. But after a few seconds, when the figure gets up and starts to walk, the men realized it was no ordinary human at all. Instead, it looked like a scary and dangerous giant. And to make things scarier, the giant disappeared in a second. And there was literally no one standing at the spot. If we look closely, the figure resembles a human, but was too huge to be one. It had a brownish skin color and was hunched down on the ground before, like he was eating something or drinking water. The appearance and behavior all point to it being a Bigfoot. However, the authorities, even after being notified and shown the video, could not find anything in the area. It was in 2013 that a famous researcher had decided to check out the mountains in Virginia, not knowing what was waiting for him there. As he started wandering into the area looking for animals to do his research on, he accidentally happened to witness something he was not expecting at all. A huge being on the opposite side of the lake walking towards somewhere was caught on camera by him. The being looked like a gorilla, but unlike gorillas, he could easily walk on his hind legs like a human. The appearance and the way it was walking made everyone come to the conclusion that this creature was the closest possible to the concept of Bigfoot. According to the researcher, he had seen the creature before too, but only happened to actually film him. Only once. Does this mean Bigfoot are hiding somewhere in Virginia? And if so, how are they still hidden and not found by humans? Not just this, but hundreds of questions arose as the researcher uploaded the proof on the internet, but with no answers given from anyone. It was a usual day in the snowy mountains, where these two guys decided to go skiing, not knowing what was coming next. As they were busy enjoying their day, one of them heard something strange and asked the other person to stop too. While on hold, the man carefully listened to what was happening, and that's when a loud growl surrounded the forest. It was so loud that even the men were scared, thinking about what it could be. The voice did not sound like any animal and resembled more of a huge, deadly creature than a lion or even an elephant. As the voice started getting nearer and nearer, the men knew they had to flee the place before it became impossible for them to. The video ended with the man trying to make their way out of the forest through the deep snow. Hopefully they got out of there safely. There are times when the ordinary sights can leave a person so confused that even the experts cannot tell what is happening. This is exactly what happened in this video, where a man was driving on the road when he spotted two deer nearby. He took his phone out and started recording it. It was all normal and ordinary, until the man noticed that suddenly there was a third deer among the others. However, the man had clearly seen that there were only two before, and he even had it recorded on the camera. When this video hit the internet, he'd had everyone confused. Even the experts had no logical explanation for it, because the deer were too far from the trees for us to determine the third one might have emerged from behind there. The mystery of this video remains till today, with no proper explanation ever found for the happening. This happened in August 2023, when a 4-foot entity with long limbs walking towards somewhere was captured on camera near the Pilcomayo River in Bolivia. Its skin appeared to be gray in color with translucent skin, and it did not leave a reflection in the nearby water. Titled as the mystery being, its photograph was even tested to see if it was fake or real. However, it turned out to be very real, thus shocking that people even more questions arose about its identity. However, there were no answers to be given. Mother Nature is considered to be peaceful and loving all the time, but there are times when even Mother Nature can scare you to death. For instance, in this clip, we can see the ground moving up and down along with the trees and everything. It is as if the earth is trying to breathe. Even though there are no ghosts in sight, this situation can still be haunting, especially if you witness it in real life. The man who recorded this clip was scared as hell too at first. He thought it was all just in his mind, because there is no way he just saw ground moving like this. But it was when a few seconds passed, and this was still happening. He believed that it was all real, so he had to take his camera out and record it to later upload it on YouTube and share it with others too. Thank you so much for watching the video. Do like and share with your friends. Stay tuned for more amazing content like this. Thank you once again.